Wow, what a great episode. The Clone Wars Season 7 Episode 3 has finally aired on Disney+, taking us on a journey through Clone Squad 99's unsanctioned mission led by General Anakin Skywalker to rescue ARC Trooper Echo from the clutches of the Separatist army on Skako Minor. Here's everything you missed from the episode, including a brand new Separatist weapon with incredible destructive power, so stay tuned for a full explanation on that later in the video. Before we get started, remember to decimate that subscribe button and also leave a like and comment on the video telling me what you think of Echo's future will be within the clone army. I'll be dropping a recap and explainer video every time a new Clone Wars episode drops, so be sure to subscribe and stay in touch. Following the successful recovery of ARC Trooper Echo from the hands of Wat Tambor's Separatist forces, Anakin Skywalker's Clone Squadron are left surrounded in the Central Command Center on Skako Minor. Anakin and the Bad Batch clones fight off hordes of D-Wing droids while Rex and Tech tend to Echo's drained body. The vital functions of Echo's body are still controlled by the machine that he is connected to, leaving him unable to be moved without facing instant death. His movements and most of his thoughts are being controlled by artificially generated brainwaves emanating from the stasis chamber that he is in. Tech attempts to decrypt the communications interface being used to feed commands to Echo, which will allow him to remove Echo from his constraints and begin their escape from the planet. As a member of the Techno Union, Wat Tambor ordered the construction of the stasis chamber to be used for data extraction from Republic prisoners of war. As Rex and Tech attempt to recover information from Echo about the droid army and the horrors that they put him through, they discover that his memory has been clouded since his near death at the Citadel. As the threat of the droid army continues to close in on Anakin and his clones, they begin to feel the increasing threat of being overwhelmed. Because their mission was unsanctioned and had not been granted approval by the Jedi Council, they were unable to call for reinforcements or clone support from other forces within the region. After that, the D-Wing droid commander quickly informs his leader, Wat Tambor, of the clones that are trapped within the core systems room of the center. Tambor then reveals his newly developed organic decimator, a weapon that is capable of vaporizing all organic life in its path. This weapon was likely developed in secret at the command of Chancellor Palpatine in preparation for use in his reign as Emperor of the Galaxy. The Bad Batch clones are then forced to weld shut the door leading to the central room of the facility under grave threat of being killed and losing the Separatist intelligence contained within Echo's bio-enhanced brain. Eventually, Tech is able to decrypt the communications interface, freeing Echo and making way for their escape. As the Bad Batch climb their way through a ventilation shaft in the ceiling, Wrecker plants a series of energy charges on the door, hoping to eliminate the threat of Tambor. Wrecker is pulled out of the room by Anakin seconds before the organic decimator is fired, saving his life. While making their escape from the facility, Echo explains to the team that he was given access to the entire database of the Techno Union blueprints and military strategies. Because of his vast knowledge of the facility, he devises an escape plan which involves traversing across dangerous heights in hopes of gaining access to an escape ship on a nearby landing pad. While suspended incredibly high above the ground, the group are surrounded by D-Wing droids in one of the coolest shots of the episode. The group are quickly overwhelmed by the droids on the brink of failure before realizing that their only option is to ride out of the situation on the wings of Keeradaks, which is also the title of the episode, so that's a little fun Easter egg there for you. After fighting an intense firefight in midair with the droids, the Keeradaks return the group to the Polytech village seen in the last episode. The leader of the village is impressed that they were able to tame the Keeradaks, but was extremely disappointed that they returned to the village, bringing the war closer to home. After realizing the disappointment that the Polytechs felt, Rex makes a speech displaying Echo's scars and augmented body. Rex's demonstration of the destruction caused by the Techno Union on their planet caused them to feel empathetic to the cause of the Republic, agreeing to help the clones defeat Tambor's droids. After that, the D-Wing commander reports the events of their firefight to Tambor, who orders a swift attack on the Polytech village. The Polytechs take up arms, providing aid to Anakin and the clones as they fight to defend their village. The Polytech natives endure severe losses in the battle, but with the help of the Bad Batch, are eventually able to overpower the droid army. Another cool point to mention is that as one of the D-Wing droids is falling towards the ground, he unleashes a strong scream very similar to that of R2-D2 throughout the prequel trilogy. To the shock of the squad, Tambor had sent a force of 2 Octoptara Magna Tri-droids, which are massive 3-legged battle droids that often carry viral bioweapons within them. These huge Tri-droids wreak havoc on the village, destroying large portions of the Polytech structures. Fortunately, Anakin is able to destroy one of the Tri-droids by piercing its outer plating and severing its legs. Captain Rex is also successful in destroying the other tri-droid by taking a direct shot through the eyepiece of the droid with the help of the Bad Batch squad. Following the defeat of the droid forces, Tambor vows to recover his loss of Echo, and the Politics thank the clones for their service. They also pledge their allegiance to the Republic, promising that they would always have an ally on Skako Minor. The episode then ends with a beautiful shot of Rex telling Echo that he can now return to the service, just like old times. Based on the score that came on when the camera zoomed in on the face of Echo at the end, I do think there will be some complications with Echo rejoining the service, possibly even resulting in his death. Personally, I can't wait to see what they have in store for the next episode, even though they are pretty much already all out there with the unfinished reels, but I haven't seen those, so we'll just have to see what happens. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel for a recap and explained video every time a new Clone Wars episode drops. You can find it right here on the channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you like the video, and share it around with everyone that needs to know what happened in this episode. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys.